What's up? I'm John. This is going to be Castlevania. We're going to do some Portrait of a Room really quick. Don't really know how long I'm going to stream. It's not going to be very long. Because I am leaving for South Carolina in a scant 4 hours. Okay. Now. You're back. All right. So I got the bad ending the last time we played this, and I know I have to I think this one. I think one of these spells is important. For further use, we'll say. For like the whatever that goes at the end of the game. Now, the trick is to find an enemy that's going to curse me that I can get back here in time. Could be this one too, but I'm pretty sure it's the curse. I mean, either way, we're going to do them both. The only enemies that I can recall that do curse are in the Egyptian pyramid themed level. Great Stairway. I think this one. Tower of Death. I think in here. So we're gonna... Let's check it out. Nope, not in there. Wrong one. Let's try this one. Again, it's a matter of being cursed and getting back here in time, which I tried. I don't know, a week ago to do this, and I'm like, this isn't that big of a deal. Nope, that's Big Top Pee-wee. It's gotta be this one. It's gotta be this one. Oh. Yep. All right. What's up, JR? Been a minute since I caught you live. You're finding a good job. You're still in... Oh, man. I've had a lot of first dates, but nobody wants to take me home and seal the deal, as it were. Still on the hunt, man. It's been frustrating, we'll say. So I've just been sitting around making my dumb videos and living that life, you know? How are you doing, buddy? You doing all right? Ooh, Stone Mask. It's a JoJo reference. JoJo. Things good on your end? Still playing the Chun? Sandworm. You good? All right. No sandworm. Whoa. I know what you're thinking. John, why are you taking so many unnecessary hits? And to that I say, you're right. Okay. There's an enemy in here that curses, and I can't remember which one. Actually, do the mummies? The mummies don't curse, do they? Particular job I'm looking for. Well, I was kind of shooting for talent recruitment for a little bit. Had some interviews with to do like early talent recruitment stuff. What's up, Lizzie? And that didn't really quite pan out like I thought it would. And So I looked back at higher ed. We got to find a place that does this right next to a warp. Looked back at higher ed. And Star Fox 2 on the Swatch. All right, the mummies do not curse. They just punch. I don't really want to go back in higher ed, but we're definitely getting to a point of kind of no return with like, well, you write what you know, you go with what you're good at. Whoa. Did have an interview at with one of the local hospitals. Do you curse or do you just slam? There's a slam. All right. Another slam. All right. Not really losing that much health. That's nice. I think these guys, there's ectoplasms over here that curse. Didn't realize hospitals hired door greeters. Charming men of leisure, thank you. Leisure. All right, there's got to be... No, I get it. Don't worry, I'm not offended. Come here. Come here, dummy. I do like getting those guys on the backswing. Fuck. Oh well. Oh. All right, I think we can do it. Let's hear. Believe. Believe. No, fuck. No, not good. Don't believe that way. Oh, not enough. Okay, there's got to be an enemy in the main castle that curses that I'm just not remembering right now. So we're just going to have to take hits from all of these guys. First, I'm going to... So, I don't know, man. I mean, I wish I had a better answer for you. Really not finding anything. It's been pretty sucky. My wife has been very, very supportive. I will say that. And these people don't. I'm pretty sure you don't curse, but. Just over here taking unnecessary hits, just front and back. You would think now more than ever it would be the best time for me to treat my YouTube presence as a full-time gig, and I should probably start. Do you curse? I know that you stone. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, well, I took a voluntary buyout, which means I cannot go on unemployment. I'm not allowed. Meunier, swordfish dish with the curry powder boiled. Touch a pop. Ground meat. Just tartare? Yeah, well, let me tell you, I've been streaming ever since the pandemic started pretty regularly, and it's a tough gig too. Let's test the moldy bread, shall we? Let's get to the next. Then again, like I stream, I guess, very specifically. I only really do lunch. These guys, they don't do it either. Yeah, I only really stream during my lunch. I have ever since the pandemic started. That was kind of my shtick. Like, all right, everybody's at home, everyone's eating lunch. Let's just hang out. To grow a stream, I ate, like, this is what people tell me anyway. JR has been involved in these conversations. Like, you got to stream longer. You got to stream games that lots of people watch. Sadly, this is not one of them. Nor is Third Strike, because the world's full of Philistines. Longer, better games, or more interesting games to people. And, oh yeah, at night. Start your secondary channel where you talk about psychology and thought processes in fighting games, and the channel can be called Learned Behavior. I like where you're going with that. Learned Behavior. JR over here with the jokes. I have been archiving these streams though. Puddin' bucket. Stream suicide. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, that cannot. Super Robot Wars games can't really have a huge crowd. All right, let's try this. This is kind of a Hail Mary. Ground meat, moldy bread. Oh, I am still. Oh, well, it hurt. I'll tell you that. All right. All right. Rotten meat. Will rotten meat kill me? All right. Well, let's do this. Hang on. I think I'm overthinking this. Of all the games that I play, and I've played a lot of modern games, streamed modern games, lots of them. Third Strike is the one that has given me the most consistent viewers. I got 25 new eyeballs, which is not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but for me is pretty good. When I played Soulframe, I've been playing Soulframe on Mondays. Or Fridays rather, and that's been a thing. Oh no, that just hurts me. That also just hurts me. None of these things cause Diamond Joker Club. Whatever. I mean, I want to stream games that I want to play, and I sort of want to evangelize. Like, I'm not just going to play something brand new that I don't enjoy just to stream them. I think that's just I think it's dumb behavior. Not dumb, it's lucrative, I suppose, but it's inauthentic. And you know me, I don't want to be a sellout to Dead by Daylight or whatever. Let's go back up here and do this stuff. I'm really not about to lower myself into gotcha hell, even if some of these ladies are absolutely stunning. The streamers or the gotcha game ladies? Alright, I can't fly yet. Ooh, I gotta summon a frog when I get in the battle. Yeah, Elden Ring, I tend to stream Souls games here and there because I mean, a small crowd of you guys remember that I was sort of US Gamer's pet Souls game guy for a minute. So like I would stream Elden Ring and stuff, but really not a lot of people want to watch me play those either. The Castlevania thing sort of blew up for me with the YouTube stuff, so I'm kind of sort of trying to capitalize on that a little bit, but like exactly how it went with the Castlevania thing, like once those videos start drying up and I move on to other stuff, people just don't care. I mean, that's partly on me, right? Like it's understandable that not everybody's going to be into Ninja Gaiden, at least not like I am, I guess. I mean, it's got its crowd. All right, let's try to grind that. Honestly, I think about my personality, I would love to see you playing indie games while you have the devs on the line and give them something along those lines. I really would like to do that. I think that would be a ton of fun. Because I am very pro indie game, especially since a lot of indie games sort of, at least the indie games that I tend to play, come from a certain lineage, we'll politely say. Well, that was easy. Hang on. All right. Gotta find the curse. Kill lots of enemies. All right, we can do that. Collect all 5 cards. It's up to revenge. Both. I also suppose being a queer woman is also kind of an invitation for all sorts of weirdos to come in and be weird. I'm not comfortable enough to allow that to happen. Yes. Know your boundaries. None wrong with that. Are we a touch early? Yes, we are a touch early. Your boy's he's got to get in a car and drive for the next 6 hours pretty soon. You're just late, Revenge. JR just telling you like it is. Oh, what's up, Trent? Double down, Trent. Yeah, I would like to get in touch with more devs and do more dev stuff on stream, but like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll look into that a little bit more. I mean, there's all kinds of things that like people say, like, oh, if I had more time on my hands, I would do X, Y, Z. I would do this. I would write a book. I would do that. And I am in a unique position to do a lot of that stuff. Kill frogs, for example. And some of it I have, but like there are other things that even I know, like, okay, I could be exploring some of these spaces a little bit more, and I'm not doing that. We can't get pregnant, we can't afford another child. I get your jokes, your comedy ha-has. Whoa. Do I already have that? I've already got that. Okay. Oh, these things aren't worth killing. Here's a good example. It is time for me to write a Symphony of the Night book, right? Like, it's time. Boss fight books, I think, would be down for that. Retro game books, I think, would be interested in something like that. But I just cannot land like on a good angle. I've been thinking about this for a couple of years. because like the video series kind of is like my statement on that game, and I don't know really where else to go. So maybe I'm sort of soliciting you guys right now, like, oh, come on. If you were to read a book on Symphony of the Night, what would you like it to be about? No more Trent. Don't need any more Trent in my life. Touch of haha, hee hee, mix of accessible. I have. Lizzie, I have. He and I kind of know each other a little bit, but we're not pals. And I am definitely, well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I'm probably not the only person that he knows that has reached out to him and be like, hey man, things are getting weird for me. I could use a gig. And, he's not really in the position to give that. As far as books are concerned, I actually did try to pitch him something, but I don't think the press run thing over Limited Run really panned out the way that he or those guys thought. I think it's really just his sort of pet project now that Limited Run is allowing him to do. And make it the same topic so people can say, I like the book better than the videos and feel smart. Well, that was always my thing. So like with the Symphony of the Night thing, and to a lesser extent the Third Strike thing, I've always wanted to make a giant coffee table book, making an annotated Symphony of the Night coffee table book, right? But like put everything in there, right? So like here are the scripts that I've adjusted so they read better as a book. Here's the map of each individual area, and it pops out. There'd be pop-outs with like the different information about specific spots in the area kind of thing. If I were to do it right, you package it with the soundtrack, because I think that's absolutely necessary. And then you package it with some of the art. I have issues with LRG, but that's neither here nor there. Lots of people do. I don't blame those guys for a lot of things, but some things you can't help it. But there are published Konami materials that I think you would need their permission to publish, right? So some very specific Ayami Kojima art I think would be necessary for a book like this. So I reached out to him, Jeremy Parrish that is, a couple months ago, because I know that Limited Run has a publishing connection. They've got a pretty good relationship with Konami. And I was like, hey, look, if you're... Trent, again, my man, come on. Like, if Konami is cool about, publishing more than just their games, like I've got, and Capcom too, for that matter, that like I have some book pitches for you that I think would sell. And even he was like, we're not taking pitches for books, and plus those two companies, I don't think I'm going to get in trouble by saying this, like we don't have rights to publish anything outside of game releases with those two people. JR, that's the idea, right? The things that really get me excited to read it would be Tough to Snag, and that's in-depth talk of development. That's the problem, Threevenge. Like, the people that have done really good, in my opinion, the better of the boss fight book series are like, what's his name? Chris Kohler doing Final Fantasy V. Like, he's fluent in Japanese. He flew to Japan. He sat down with Sakaguchi and Uematsu and all those guys, and was like, could just speak to them one-on-one, because A, he knew them from the games press, he can get in touch with them. B, they're not working for Square Enix anymore, so they can say whatever the fuck they want. And C, he doesn't need to get a translator. He knows exactly where to go because he's been in Japan many, many, many times. Like, that is a unique situation, right? I'd love to sit down with Igarashi with a very good translator, but that would cost me a lot of money. More money, I think, that it would be worth even a publisher to pony up for. I don't think we're really going to sell that many books, right? But I think that that would have been... I mean, that is the way to do it. I'm just going to put him in a room with a case of wine, and we're going to be like going through fucking everything. Like, I have 9 hours with you. We're going to go through this entire game, and I got a lot of questions. But like, I just don't think that that is an attainable thing. Yeah, vinyl plus my book, that would include official art. Yeah, JR, that's exactly kind of what I want. Like Derek Yu writing about Spelunky himself. Yes. That stuff is fascinating. I agree. All right, these guys are going to poison me, not curse me. Your boy needs to get cursed. Like, I can get a lot of other gamer people to talk about Symphony of the Night. I mean, it is a definitive game to a lot of folks, right? Like, it is a formative experience for many, many, many of us. But it's a different beast if you can get designers, original designers in a room and just have it out. Favorite video game books? Should I grind this thing? Maybe I'll do that. Favorite video game books, though, are probably Console Wars by Blake Harris and The Tetris Effect by Dan Ackerman. I liked Console Wars an awful lot. Yes, Blake Harris. I liked Console Wars quite a bit. Blake Hester, I think is his name. I think it's Blake Hester. Supposedly, what's his name? Actor guy wrote Superbad, and he's writing and directing the studio. What's his name? Oh, I'm brain farting right now. But that was in development as a movie. Zing, JR. Seth Rogen. Yes. At one point we had a movie. Yeah, exactly. Seth Rogen was in on it. And I thought that would have made a pretty interesting movie. See, Three Venge, you and I are in the same wavelength right now. Wait, do you curse me or do you stone? Neither. Great. Blake Harris. Okay, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Hester, I think, wrote Extra Lives, which I didn't love it so much. Hey, that's a worthless area. All right, your boy needs to get to a save room. PDQ. I'm sorry for doubting you, Three Venge. Well, this was also worth it. Been all in for a comedy approach to Console Wars. Oh well. You know, it still might happen, you never know, but I'm not really holding my breath at this point. So yeah, it's been a kind of a conundrum. These last couple months, like, what do I really do with myself? And there's plenty of time. Have been plenty of times where I'm like, I should be working harder. I should be doing literally anything other than sitting around playing this video game. And then you kind of bust your ass and put out some Ninja Gaiden videos, and people are like, I don't give a shit. Metal Slug book. SNK has been talking a lot about the history of Metal Slug recently. It's been an interesting one. Plus, those first few games are masterpieces. These are things that I wholeheartedly agree with. All right. Well, let's at least go turn this quest in. But as we've discussed, even recently, the SNK thing is tough. Right now. Regardless, if anybody is watching this and is cool with Konami in such a way that they would let me publish art and music, let me know. That oil money injection, that's pretty much exactly what we're talking about. Pay up. Time stop, okay. Can't find an empty stomach, go find a New York steak. I'll work on it. Alright, so let's think about this. There's no way I can get back from the pyramid in time with being cursed. I gotta find another enemy that curses me. Should we look this up? I'm not above it anymore. Or should we just kind of float around the castle until we find a monster that will kill, that will curse me? Let's start over here. I mean, I don't even think it should be over there. Like, I've gotten this quest very early on. Like, before I went here. So if anything, there's going to be a monster kind of like around that left side loop. Really tricky, especially with music publishing. The best thing you can do off the record is direct people to your local torrent site. Yeah, exactly. But again, I want this to be as official as possible. That's me just getting my way, though. Like, well, that was nice. Come on, man. I mean, I would take a compromised version. She curses. Got it. We're in there. Homegirl curses. All right, we're gonna let this one burn out and then have the CD so that it cuts the cost down. Yeah. All right, let's go. All right. Genesis Mega Drive book for pre-order. Get there, John boy. Well, that wasn't what we're looking for. Son of a bitch. All right, I guess it's time to just grind enemies until I find the stuff that I need. I do like that game. Yeah, I didn't love it. I can't exactly remember why. Way Forward is a company that, like, I really love and respect, but I don't exactly love and respect their games. I can't put my finger on this. Like, I really like what they're doing. They have been sort of the vanguards of trying to keep, like, mid-budget 2D games alive. And The Mummy Demastered is pretty good, but, like, I don't know. I don't love all their stuff. The Shantae games, I think, are only also just kind of pretty good. But hey, what are you gonna do, right? Oh, is it official option to include a QR code to Spotify? That's one way of doing it. Spurred you away from Way Forward. Oh, that's a unpopular opinion. All right, guys. Sorry, but this is going to turn into a grind stream. Neutralizes curses. All right, let's go to the Master's Keep. See what monsters are over here that I can basically swipe stuff from. Not up there. All right, this is the boss room. Wait, like the first game, or they took the franchise? They made the franchise. That's their baby. Oh, them too. Oh, I took a hit there? Come on. I can't remember which Shantae game I last played, but I'm like, this is all right, but it's not like, you know, it's not really blowing my hair back. But I'm down with people that are into it. I get it. It's fair. I played Undertale before the fans did things. If I hadn't, I probably would have ignored it. Yes, people are very much into Undertale. I've still never played Undertale, as a matter of fact. All right, this guy drops armor. That's just his whole thing. In every game, the final guard drops armor. But I'm hoping you got something else for me. Maybe a New York steak. No? Nothing? Butt cheese. Steak, he says. Yeah. Well, eventually the podcast will come out. I don't think the podcast is really going to be my claim to fame either. It's tough to go back after you make a Symphony of the Night video. A bunch of Symphony of the Night videos. But I'm talking to my art guy next week, for real this time. So the podcast should be soonish. Drop something, man. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, I think I played the first one on 3DS too. Like the Game Boy Color one that they re-released. And I was like, this is fine. Pirate's Curse, I think, is the last one I played. Come on, fool. Whoop. Oh, almost got clipped there. I know you guys like, you know, when I sit here in silence and just attack brick walls for a while, you know, that is pure cinema, as the kids say, even though they don't go see movies. Man, getting my kid, we're all about that, he says. I love your positivity, Threevenge. That's why you're my dude. I mean, you're all kind of my dudes. Oh! I just want this guy to drop one thing. I don't even care what that one thing is. He's got two things to drop. I want one of them. Oh. Wait here. Coins are not what I'm asking for. One thing I would like in this game that's in other DS Castlevania games is a quick swap for loadouts. So I could, like, you know, do what I'm doing and just have another magic spell kind of at the ready. Anything? Nothing. Fuck this guy. Well, that's how much of a shill I am yesterday, though. I got quite excited for the Star Fox Direct. Hey man, you like what you like. I've also never sat down and played a Star Fox game. Rail shooters don't really do it for me. Sometimes, I shouldn't say that. I like a good rail shooter. Alright, we're gonna do this one more time, because I'm already fucking sick of fighting these guys. Even Jonathan. Even you. Oh, that was pretty good. All right. So this is going to be a remake of 64, right? Oh, come on. The Direct is even why I'm playing Star Fox 2 right now. Hey, ain't nothing wrong. For the yeah, I was gonna say. They've done it. They've done this before. Let's volcano him. Yeah, that worked out. That was worth it. All right, tell it to me straight. Is Star Fox 64 like the most beloved of the Star Fox games? Come on, man. That's a legitimate question. I really don't know. Okay. I saw somebody on Blue Sky, infinitely quotable. But isn't dual barrel roll from the first game? Or am I wrong about that? Is it just the first one that really kind of got the formula right, maybe? Please die. No? God. Come on. So it has to be 64. Got it. All right. I saw somebody on Blue Sky yesterday say that Star Fox 64 is A Star is Born of video games. If anybody gets that reference. Basically, A Star is Born has been remade once every like 25 or 30 years. And I found that very funny. Oh, back up. Come on, Soul Sister. Drop something. Yeah, but Skyrim's a re-release. It's not a remake. Like, Star Fox 64 has been remade 4 times. According to Lizzie, anyway. One episode of my podcast, actually, is about the first Castlevania game and how that has also been remade to death, but by its own people in like a 3-year time, I should say like 5 or 6 year time span. There's the original NES game. There's Vampire Killer on the MSX. There's the shitty arcade game, which is itself has been remade. There's the X68000 game, which hasn't been remade, but it got tinkered with. And then there's Castlevania 4. Castlevania 1 is basically Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah of video games. I guess until Star Fox 64. I knew I was going to take a hit there. Yeah, it's tough to say with Tetris. Because it's such a basic concept. Nothing at all. You son of a bitch. Some people played it endlessly and it imprinted on them like Baby Bird, and then nothing else afterwards. Kinda. Yeah, you could say Street Fighter 2. That's also a pretty good example. Street Fighter 2 is a very good example of this. Oh, we're 35 now. But a different episode of the show down the road is going to deal with Third Strike. So I thought I'd leave Street Fighter 2 alone, at least for now. Resident Evil. Resident Evil's been... There was the original, there was the director's cut, and then there was the remake. Like, RE1 a couple of times, but not a ton. But yeah, you're not wrong. It has been remade. What other... You guys are giving me good examples here. I think I like the Street Fighter 2 example quite a bit, actually. Because they're still trying to do that and it's not taking. Just like how people are still kind of fucking with Hallelujah and all of a sudden it's a Christmas song for whatever reason. Which is appalling. Or funny, depending on your perspective. Yes, there's nothing like going into the grocery store at Christmas time and someone almost saying the horniest lyrics from Hallelujah over the grocery store speaker. And then Jingle Bells comes on in the background next. You know what else is kind of funny? Like, come on, drop something, you son of a bitch. Similar vibe is how a certain song from Frozen has now, or at least they're trying to turn it into a Christmas standard, and it's like the saddest song in the movie. They just extended it out, added like extra verses or like an extra chorus or something. And like I would be anywhere listening to Christmas mixes and this song comes on, I'm like, whose idea was this? But that's just me. Mobile Suit Gundam, but it's the setting that keeps... Yes. I'm talking purely in video game terms, not just anime. Nothing, still. Pokemon Gen 1 and Transformers Gen 1 also come to mind. Yeah, I know what you mean, but that's because some people just can't let things go. I'm going to get one thing off of this guy, and I'm going to move on to somebody else, because this is not what I would call fun stream stuff. But the point still stands. If you guys are interested in me writing a book about Symphony of the Night, as I am interested in doing it, don't be shy with your topics of interest, we'll say. Oh, Revenge got auto-modded for saying something about Mariah Carey. Hang on a second. All right, let's just refill some magic while we get him out of the penalty box. Thinking about Festive Bondage would be a twist on the old Target playlist. You're a bad boy with Revenge. Bad boy is beat. It's done. Put it in the ground. Stick a fork in it. Whoop. Not today. Yeah, I own Star Fox games, and I don't think I've ever played them. Now that I think about it, I think the one and only Star Fox game that I do own is Star Fox 2, because I got a mini. I came out wrong. I got a Super Nintendo mini. You get it. I actually hooked that up because I got to finally play Earthbound. I've never sat down and played Earthbound. Again, not opposed to it, just never did it. Come on, dude. This would be different if this guy gave out more experience points, if this was a little bit more worthwhile. Mothership Warp out of end of this game from the motion picture. I have love for the motion picture. I watched that movie a lot as a kid. TMP. I watched it relatively recently during the pandemic. I watched all the original cast movies again. And I still have some love for the motion picture. I realize that movie's got some problems, but I don't quite think it holds up like it used to, but I still do enjoy it quite a bit. I mean, it's not Khan, but nothing is. Alright, fuck this. Let's go find something else to do. After having gone through all of them, again, I mean, I think the maxim that even-numbered Star Trek movies are the better ones. I know that even though I do like... Alright, we're going to kill this guy one more time because we're going to go through this way. Even though I just said that I like motion picture a lot, for the most part, I think it's still true. 2, 4, and 6 are all very, very good. 3 and 5 are really not good. Specifically 5, but you know. Oh, finally! Okay, that was something. Although, in the middle of a pandemic, you like 3? I loved 3 when I was a kid. Loved 3 when I was a kid. But watching it again as an adult it did not hold up. It was not a great time. I'm glad I watched it. But I can't say that I loved it. I'm getting face kicked in there. All right, let's see if we can kill the ruler sword here. Just a moderate budget version of an episode of the TV show. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, come on. Speaking of Star Trek, been arguing with a friend over whether the upcoming Magic the Gathering set is going to get that many new players. I think they'll just be collectors. I don't know. I think so, but you know, Trek seems to be in a pretty good place lately, at least as far as like output of media is concerned. So maybe not. I know that there have been, I'm in trouble, several attempts all right. At card games in that universe too. Come on, dude, die. Drop something. There we go. Dragon Slayer. Forged to slay dragons. Mind goes on. Everything goes down except for mind. So that's interesting. Yeah, and from what I know of those old Star Trek collectible card games, they were hella complex. Agni's Flame. Should we really go after this guy? I hate these things. Let's save the game first. Let's just be safe here. And then we'll try to fight it out with that guy. So when Magic was new, we're talking like early 90s, brand new. My best friend from growing up, his parents were really into sci-fi and fantasy. I mean, I was too, but not like these guys. You're the worst. You're the worst. You're the worst. 100% buy a book. Well, you're the worst. You're the worst. Oh, all right. So anyway, so these guys, not into card games at all. These are my best friend's parents, and these are people in their like 30s and early 40s at this point, right? When collectible card games were brand new, grab a copy if you kept me updated. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, come on. I'll keep you updated. But they would buy all of these card games because they were just into that stuff. And I would go over to their house and I would look at all the art and just marvel at these Middle-earth and Star Trek card games. And then we tried to sit down and learn how to play them, and they were so complicated. You're the worst. You're the worst. That guy's the worst. Actually, let's do this. Just because I'm... Yeah. Cook, ass face. Oh, come on. Really? God damn it. Fine. Dragon Ball Z card game was pretty fucking hard to learn. We didn't have YouTube back then, right? We were just doing the best we could. Those original Magic the Gathering, like, tiny manuals that would come in starter packs. I think they even said in there, like, have somebody else teach you this game. It's better than learning from this book. Played for a bit. I didn't like how imbalanced characters were, even if it was show accurate. All right, we gotta save the game here. All right, I'm gonna hit the bathroom. I'll be right back. Even the starter boxes were randomized, so you get like Spice, and your buddy gets like Trunks or King Cooler or some shit. Good luck. My collectible card game days basically started with Magic just before 4th edition came out. So, long time ago. Actually, this platform up here is making things tedious. More tedious. It's already tedious. Fuck this guy. So I got into Magic basically just as 4th edition was becoming a concern. There was a Marvel card game that came out about the same time called Overpower. We played that, and Overpower was like baby's first TCG, right? Three Venge. You remember this game? Great art, iffy game. Yeah. Yeah. Overpower was an iffy game. People complain about card games where it's like you're spending money to win, right? That is the chief complaint about any card-based game, because it's not really about skill. It's about how much money you've. There you go, Impervious Male. Well, all right. And Overpower was definitely that. Like, there were interesting combos and things, I guess, that you could make out of that game, but like, one of the best cards in the game was a pack-in with a copy of Wizard Magazine. You could only get it from an issue of fucking Wizard Magazine. So like, all of these people that were playing it were like, this is bullshit. So unless I have like a subscription to this magazine, or I buy this for like $50 secondhand at that point. Yeah, people were not happy about that. Overpower did not last. Competitive Pokemon is relatively reasonable for costs. I've heard that too. But Pokemon was kind of after my time. Alright, there's definitely no... Fuck this guy. This is not worth it. Yeah, I never got into Pokemon because it was like basically just after my time. Hate how they tell you they're remaking Overpower without the Marvel license. Yeah, that ain't gonna sell. I don't mean to sound like a pessimist, but that seems like a lost. It's a sucker's bet. Game wasn't that good to begin with. She calls you a filthy cow. That's so mean. Whoa, what did I just get? Storm of Violent Winds, Piercing Beam, Concentrated Beam of Powerful... I've already got that. Ice Needle Nightmare. Concentrated Mass of Fear. Already... Alright. Am I poisoned? Yeah, I'm poisoned. It is a very bizarre choice, yeah. DC tried their hand at their own Overpower-like game, and it was not good. I remember it being pretty lousy. Didn't last. Well, the dragon doesn't really drop anything. Which was a shame, but what are you gonna do? Come on. Oh, I walked into that one. That was my own fault. My own damn fault. And I played Rage, which was the Werewolf the Apocalypse card game, and that was cool. I liked that a lot. The art was really cool. I remember it playing very interestingly. I liked that a lot. My brother and his pals. I have a brother that's 5 years older than me. He's actually the brother I'm going to see this weekend in South Kakalaka. God, you take so many hits. Ugh. Yeah, this is the brother that I'm going to go see. He was very into the World of Darkness stuff, vampire, specifically werewolf. He liked werewolf a lot, so we would occasionally sit around and play werewolf. I'm getting my ass kicked in here. Conveniently. All right. So yeah, it was more of a natural extension of being into those role-playing games. Did we play the card game? And the card game was good. Didn't last, but it was cool. Where am I? All right, we gotta find the third nun piece. Because maybe that's my my missing link here. Well, I'll go that way. Yeah, great setting. Yeah, modern day horror, basically urban horror. Is there a boss over here? What was over here? Nothing worth it. Eco-terrorism. Oh, there was a boss here, of course. Of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. Oh, that is attuned to my computer's clock, my PC's clock. That's fun. Clock tower. Very poopy. Jump. All right. Those books had some great art in them too. I remember really, really liking, like, flipping through the rule books for those games just to sort of check out the art. Really good stuff in there. All right, come on, Slagra. All right, I'm losing hilarious amounts of life here. Where am I? All right. Excuse me. I should not be here, guys. Get in there. All right. Whoa. All right. I've LARPed once in my life. And it was playing Werewolf. We're just giving away all the secrets today. Eh. All right. Up and around. Just like that. Whoa, all right. Oh, frog stuff. Frog is your favorite spell in like a Final Fantasy kind of way. Just turning folks into frogs. That was the hardest early part of Final Fantasy 3 from what I remember. Wait a minute, we all frogs now. What do I do? And I mean the context of this game. Get down that way. Well, I'm finally two-hitting Hill Knights. That's something. All right. Okay, this has been kind of a bust. Kind of a bust. All right, let's see what I haven't killed yet. What still drops? What I have killed and what drops things that I haven't collected. Fornius. Where is the peeping eye? It's like right at the beginning of the game, right? I know what the peeping eye drops, so like I don't necessarily need that so much. Great sword, plate, tasty milk, stone mask, gladius. Ah, the zombie dragon. Zombie Dragon is before in Bob-omb Battlefield. That's the only joke I still find funny about the Scott Pilgrim thing is calling your band Sex Bob-omb. All right. Dragon Zombie. Dragon Zombie I think is in the sort of center-ish of the castle map where I am right now. Sandworm. Gross. Amphisbaena. She isn't. Yes. Okay. That might be our next stop is to kill her because I want to try to get the nun stuff and those usually I think the other two pieces dropped from female coded enemies. Yeah, fuck you, Slagra. I didn't get the flying armor. I thought I got something out of that guy. Oh, I thought I got something from the man-eating plant, too. I didn't. Glacia labolis. Dolahan, Behemoth. All right, these are all bosses. Got it. Okay, let's do Zombie Dragon. Oh, hey, actually, this is very convenient. I think there's got to be a closer one, right? This is not exactly convenient. I honestly don't even mind being poisoned by this thing. My luck stat doesn't take a dip. Let's just tank it. All right, we get it's a 1-star drop. And it's taking this long to get a 1-star drop. Come on. There you go. Poisonous bubbles. Okay, let's see if we can take on the zombie dragon. A little low on health. Let's do our due diligence here. Actually, let's do this. I'm pretty sure the Amphisbane is in the pyramid. Uka back, not Uka forward. You're so funny. My man is in bad shape over here. Whoop, come here. Let's go into the pyramid, see if we can grind out that enemy. Ukatats. Uko Yolo Tatsu. And I think that's going to be probably it. Once we... At least I'm pretty sure. They don't tell you... Well, they do tell you which ones you've... My dragon... Yeah, that's gotta be in the pyramid. This is not the pyramid. It's the second time I've done that today. Although there are enemies in there that I haven't really messed with yet. Maybe this is my answer. I don't know exactly where this thing is. I'm going to start in the underground and work my way upward. I feel like she was in... Oh, the zombie dragon. All right. Two-star drop. I can do that. We can hang with that. I can hang with a 2-star drop. And getting popped for 5 hit points at a time. It's an acceptable loss. This guy's tail did more damage than the laser beam thing. It's kind of funny. I mean, it's not that funny, but it's a thing. Oh, there we go. No, I already had a Gladius from him, I think. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. 35. Zombie Dragon has a pretty big move list. He's got more specials than Guile. Come on, 2-star drop. You can do this. Give me the good business. Uh-oh. Let's see if we can fry him. It was satisfying. I'll give it that. Oh, come on. Come on, make with the drops. I gotta leave in like 2 hours. Another Gladius, that's fine. I'm gonna level on this thing pretty soon. Yeah, almost there. Whoa! Oh. Understand Capcom's decision to make Guile the main protagonist of the Street Fighter movie arc. Well, because I think the reasoning was that they were trying to appeal to a more American audience, and the protagonist of the game is a Japanese dude. Like, is that a teensy bit xenophobic? Yes. But that I'm pretty sure is the reasoning. American Army guy. Which is dumb, because American Karate guy is right there. Come on. What, the American cartoon? I haven't seen it in so long, I couldn't even tell you. Oh, come on, dude. Oh. Oh, it's a 2-star drop whether I've got the luck boost or not. Nothing yet. Got a lot of stone masks, though. Got a lot of Gladiuses, Gladii, I don't know. Who is on live streaming app. Ooh, I'm getting boxed out there. Bits and pieces back when it was on the live streaming TV app. Johnny Shorts. I know not what you mean. Alright, we're gonna be looking for a save room pretty soon. Need time to pull the plug. Come on. Nothing yet, huh? Love it. My man, I'm good. I'm actually going to split in a second. Because I got to drive to South Kakalaka. The world needs me south of here. So you got me for another like 10 minutes. Love it. How you doing, buddy? Things good? Oh, it jumps too. I'm telling you. Oh, come on. What good is this luck boost? Oh, you're tired. "15 minutes exercising and you're a little pooped out?" We appreciate the hustle, buddy. This is supposed to be... You throw your ball around. What happened to it being a 2-star drop, guys? Come on. What's the deal here? What's the deal with 2-star drops? Oh. Yet another Gladius. Cool. All right, Lizzie. Just call me Johnny. Mr. Slacks was my father's name. Anyway, I will see you next week. Take care. God damn it, come on. Still got the luck thing, yeah. Still got the luck. Boost the luck code. It's getting a little on the irritating side. Okay. We'll get there eventually, right? Right where I stand, huh? This better be worth it. I swear to God. Oh, there we go. Zweihander. There we go. What we're seeing right now is kind of my main beef with the handheld Castlevania games. And that the puzzles aren't really puzzles. They're just excuses to grind in the game. I don't love that. It's just how much time do you really want to sit around killing bad guys? Where's the Amphisbaena? There it is. All right, cool. All right, two 2-star drops. The last 2-star drop took like, I don't know, 60 years, give or take. Not fun. Not a great time. But we gotta know. We gotta get the nunnery. The nun threads. At least this thing is easy and it dies quicker. I will not be pleased if I like level up while killing this thing, because that would be, I think, like 100 of these. But that's just the cost of doing business. We're gonna get one or both of these guys of the drops here, and then I'm gonna take off. I gotta pack up a Jeep. We'll just see how long it lasts. Let's just see how long this goes, shall we? Okay. I got all excited. It was like a $1 coin. Like, finally something. All right, come on. Excuse me. Come on, come on, come on. Yep, again. Ooh, $1. Yep. She's kind of a fraidy cat. A little surprising. Like double my size. Okay. Anything at all? No. No. Nothing quite yet. Come on. At least we're close to a save. Close-ish. Yeah, we're close. Oh, there we go. Pearl Tiara. Kind of crappy. Huh. Give me the nun stuff. Give me your weird nun stuff. All right, a couple more of these and I'm gonna lose my patience and turn this off. It took that long to get a pearl tiara. Again, convenient that they die so easily, but this doesn't exactly make for a fun ride. Are you going to work out? Never mind that last statement. Oh, my contact lens is being a jerk. Now is not the time. I gotta drive. Another pearl tiara. God. Yeah. Nothing. Nothing? No. No. Oh, they're getting there. A third pearl tier. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. It's not cool. Anytime now. Anytime now. All right, this is going to be the last one. Wow. Wow. Huh, I didn't plan that. There's got to be a puzzle in this room somehow. All right. Everybody, thanks for hanging out. I will see you on Tuesday, Lord willing. Until then, take care.